This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Domain.com. Hope you guys like phones, because we've got one inside a box here for you to take a look at. I'm Mark Son of Techno Buffalo, and we are going to unbox the OnePlus X. So why don't we get right on into it? Yes, I realize this isn't the most exciting box that we've seen this side of the Phoneville, but inside, and this one's not anything, we've got the OnePlus X. It's a pretty nice box in any way, shape, or form. Luckily, I've got a little bit of, there we go, with my nail. Let's see if we can get this sucker open. Yeah. No, we can't. Oh no, Daddy needs help. All right, I had to call in for reinforcements, so thank you very much. Why are you holding it that way? That seems dangerous. Okay, there we go. Let's get in here. Okay. Now, if you guys haven't seen anything about the OnePlus X, I actually did a small hands-on with it from the actual event. Again, here is the box. Here is what it looks like. Boom, there it is. And let's go ahead and pop it right open. I did get to play with this phone quite a bit, so I'm actually pretty familiar with it in the hand already. And there you go. There's your usual OnePlus whoosh, never settle right there. Very exciting. So, first thing you're gonna notice is, of course, well, let's also do John's favorite thing here. Ready? Ho ho ho! Very satisfying. So, the first thing you're gonna notice, it's made of glass. So we have plenty of lights in here, so you can see it basically immediately picks up fingerprints no matter what, but that's not a big deal. Lots of phones are made of glass these days. The OnePlus X is a phenomenal looking phone. I can tell you that much already because I've held it before. But what's really interesting is what's happening underneath the hood, because underneath the hood, there's a Snapdragon 801, there's 3 gigs of RAM, and 16 gigs of storage, not to mention this little door right here. This opens up to reveal 2 little slots on the inside, one for a SIM card, and the other one is either for a SIM card or a micro SD card. So it supports dual SIM as well, which is pretty cool. So while that's setting up, we can take a look at what is in the rest of the box really quickly. Nice big red stuff like we get from OnePlus usually. And let's see what this SIM ejector tool looks like. I don't know if you guys, I don't think I've told you guys this before, but I like to collect the coolest ones I can find. So, ooh, that's a pretty cool one. Look at that. Ooh, and it's nice and long too. Not bad. Big fan of cool SIM ejector tools, and even comes with, boom, look at that. Little silicone case in case you're sick of the fingerprints. It's got a little soft touch feel. We've got a little quick start guide in case you're not sure how to use a phone. Typical wall wart. And yes, one of OnePlus's excellent cables, though you'll note this one, micro USB, not USB-C. So the device itself, like I said, glass on the front and on the back. I do want to really quickly just make note of the fact that this is the Onyx model. The Onyx model, look at all this stuff here. The Onyx model is, again, made of glass, but there is one other model that's going to be on the market that's going to be made of ceramic. And the ceramic model is, there's only going to be 10,000 of them made. They're going to come in at 380 euros because they're not going to be sold in the US, and they are incredibly difficult to manufacture. So I'm excited to see if that does well, because the two models are sort of like, one's budget conscious and one is fashion conscious. So I'm curious to see how OnePlus kind of expects that to go. I have a handful of emotions and opinions about this device already, but I'll save those to share with you in my full review. But I have an inkling of a feeling that the price point on the Onyx at $250 USD off contract is going to be a pretty big boon for OnePlus. Let us know in the comments what you guys think we need to make sure that we cover in the review on the OnePlus X, and we will make sure to do that for you. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Be kind to one another, and I'll catch you in the next video. All right, we interrupt this video for your some sort of amount of time inspiration moment from Techno Buffalo. That's right, you can head to Domain.com to grab yourself a sweet domain name at a reasonable price. They're a great place to go when you need something of that nature. And I'll tell you what, I've got some great ideas for you to register so that you can start your very own businesses. First up, we're going to talk about this idea I've had rolling around in my head for a little while. LucyTheFrenchie.sexy. I know it seems weird, she's a dog, but she's our favorite dog. Just be kind with the photos. Go and register that domain. Lucy can have her own fan page. Isn't that exciting? Secondly, and maybe more importantly, Spanish-speaking communities are big into games, board games, video games, all that kind of stuff. So you can go to domain.com and register yourself playmoregames.juegos, which I realize seems a little bit redundant, but it's totally fine. You're basically an entrepreneur now. You can do anything you want with that. Not only that, but it's super cheap and affordable to do so, especially if you use the code TechnoBuffalo. That'll save you 20% off your entire order. That seems crazy to me. Anyway, when you're thinking of domains, remember, think domain.com.